Yo, we saying people not black but brown, aka let me grab my shades. Yo, we saying people it's not black but brown, aka Ray Brown, aka you already know, you know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to hop on here real quick and just talk to you guys about the importance of getting started. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that I talk to on a daily basis and they have all of these ideas and all of these things that they want to get out into the world, and they think that they need to be ready to make sure I'm in focus. They feel like they need to be. They feel like they need to be, or they feel like they're not ready. They think that they're not ready to put out to put out whatever it is that they want to put out into the world. And just from experience, it's like you're never really gonna be ready. And I think that a lot of people don't ask themselves the question like, what am I trying to be ready for? You know what I mean? And I think that's a really important question to ask yourself because, for example, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel or you want to start a business, you want to start a clothing line or whatever. It's like you might say to yourself, I'm not ready. But all that is procrastination. And what you're really saying to yourself is, I'm scared of something. You know what I mean? Now, what that thing is, that could be a multitude of things. What that thing that you're scared of is, could be a multitude of things. It could be anything. You might be scared of success. You might be scared of the fact that this is definitely gonna bang and you're definitely gonna make all the money that you want and you're gonna have the lifestyle that you want. And you might be scared of the person that you're gonna be. You know what I mean? And I think that it's important to always ask yourself, what am I scared of? Like, what do I need to be ready for? You know what I mean? If you say you want to start a clothing line, all it takes to start a clothing line is to think of a name. You know what I mean? And then you've started a clothing line. It's simple as that. You didn't say that you wanted to be a millionaire. You didn't say that you wanted to sell out your first drop. You didn't say that you wanted to be in Selfridges. You said you wanted to start a clothing line. And the second that you do that, you've done that. Like, it's simple as that. So I just think it's really important to just get started today. Anybody that's seeing this video, I hope and I pray that whatever it is that you're thinking about that you want to do, I hope and pray that you get started today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be catastrophic and say that time is running out because, you know what I'm saying? If time runs out, then it runs out. You know what I mean? But right now, you're alive, you have breath in your body, you have ideas, which is good. All you need to do is execute. And it's not going to, in fact, I'm not even going to say it's going to be hard, it's going to be easy or whatever. It's just, it's going to be whatever it's going to be. And if that's what you want to be, then you have the power to be that. And you could do that right now. Go back to, you want to make content. Everybody wants to make content, yeah? Make content. Pull your phone out. I was talking to my friend the other day and I told him to just start making content. And I gave him the blueprint. I said, pull your phone out, pick 10 things you want to talk about. He said that he's into astrology and space. Those are cool topics. I'm on YouTube a lot and I know for sure like those things, make sure I'm in focus again. And I know for sure that those topics can go crazy. But again, you didn't say you wanted to start a YouTube channel that goes crazy. You said you wanted to make content. So make the content. That's what it is. Make the content. The first video that I posted on this channel was a result of that blueprint where I set myself a challenge every day to open up my laptop, pick 10 topics and just talk about them for 3 minutes at a time. And what ended up happening is, in the process of just starting, just doing it, I didn't have no notes or anything like that. That became the video about the have done list, because that was something that I was already working on. And I think, like, in my last video, I said that it's easier to get a rock. In my last video, I said that it's easier to get, what did I even say? I said it's easier to move a rock that's already rolling than it is to get a rock to roll, or something like that. You know what I mean? And that's me talking about momentum. And the thing is that it's easy. The long and short of it is, it's easier to move faster when you're already moving than it is to move fast from a dead stop. And right now, you need to look at it like you're at a dead stop right now, and you just need to get moving. Like, take this for example, yeah. It's on the edge of the couch. Yeah, I push it just a little bit. It falls off. You know what I mean? It accelerates until it hits the ground. That might sound abstract and this and that, but yo, it's literally as simple as that. If you want to make content, go on Gmail right now, create a free email account, go on Instagram, create a fresh page, or YouTube, whatever you want to do. Pull out your phone, set it up however you want to set it up, and just talk. You know what I mean? You don't even have to post that. Again, like, think about, focus on what you said you wanted to do. You said you want to make content. Yeah? All of the other things, having a YouTube channel, thumbnails, titles, SEO, description, all of that is extra. You said you wanted to make content. So just make content. You know what I mean? And it's as simple as that. You know what I mean? I don't really want to talk too long, because I don't want to overcomplicate a simple concept. But if you want to make content, make content. If you want to start a clothing line, start a clothing line. Once you've started the clothing line, and once you've done what you said you were going to do, then you'll start to trust yourself a bit more, because I think the underlying thing is, you just don't trust yourself. You know what I mean? And you don't want to go through the stress of having failed another thing. You know what I mean? But nobody gets anywhere without failure. And that's just a fact. And actually, I embrace failure, and I love failure. I love failing. You fail, you learn. You fail again, you learn. Like, look at the stock market. All of that, that's just failures and success. That's all that is. Must have failed. Success, failure, success, failure. But if you look at the stock market over time, you'll see that it's going up. It just goes up. And there's different implications, different economic implications about that. But the point of it is, you're going to succeed and you're going to fail. You're going to succeed and you're going to fail. You want to make sure that your failures, I'm hearing the camera. Hey, that look clean as fuck. Why does that look so clean now? Does that mean that it wasn't that clean before? Anyway, I'm waffling now. But I say all that to say this. How long has it been? It's been 9 minutes. I say all that to say this, yeah. Anything that you want to do, just do it. Because the thought that you're not ready is holding you back. And when you're thinking that you're not ready, or you're trying to say God's timing, or when the time is right, ask yourself, like, why is the time not right? You know what I mean? And don't bring God into this, because God has given you this moment and you don't want to use it. Or, I'm not saying you don't want to use it, but you're not using it in the way that you want to. You understand? You might say to yourself, I'm not ready, but, like, were you ready for the hardship and the pain and the frustrations and the being broke and the relationships that have fallen apart and all of these things? You weren't ready for those, and they happened anyway. You understand? So why don't you take a chance on the life that you want to live being a reality? Like, ask yourself that. You know what I mean? I just think that there's just so much opportunity in the world, and I know like things are messed up. Well, I don't even want to say things are messed up. I don't believe that things are messed up. I think the world is what it is, and all you have is this moment. Yesterday don't exist, and the future don't exist. It's up to you what that looks like, and I believe that wholeheartedly. Because if I look at where I was at, like just 9 months ago, to where I'm at today, I could never have predicted that. And all it was taking action and stubbornly refusing to stay down. Does that make sense? Start now. I love you.